How you guys doing? Another episode of Beyond the Ink. Got a little t-shirt made. They will be in production very soon, hopefully. And today I've got a really special guest, my buddy, Mr. Don Hefty.
What up, man?
Yeah. How long have we known each other?
The better part of a little bit over a decade, probably.
Yeah, I'm serious. Speaking of decade, how weird is that the decade is about to end in, what, 2 months?
Yeah.
A little over 2 months.
A little bit over.
Old people. Yeah, I mean, this gentleman here, what do you do, man? You're a chef, stand-up comedian,
DJ.
I mean, DJ at Universal Studios. You can catch you at all the improv circuits. You can catch you
cooking up a storm.
Cooking up a storm, yeah.
Romancing the ladies, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And we've done, let's see.
Well, when you first met me,
yeah.
I had nothing under my form.
No.
And now I used to always be like, I don't want anything under my form.
I don't want anything that goes below my elbow.
Now I'm just like, how do we fill it all
everywhere. Up? Yeah. How can we add this? How can we add that? I'm like, everywhere.
Because like my stuff really doesn't have, it's all meaningful to me.
Of course.
It means stuff to me. I don't need a theme. A lot of people will be like, oh, you have a lot of tchotchkes, why is everything so different? I'm like, because I'm different. I'm just, you know,
you're different. You're
everything I have has a story. And I think that's the way it should be.
Beyond the Ink. So yeah, without further ado, as I like to introduce and get us going and get us started, get the dildo. Yeah, man. We're doing right now
we're doing a culinary piece right now.
Culinary piece.
So it's basically, you know, the tools of the trade, which would be your chef knife, your cleaver, and your meat fork. You know, I was gonna go and do the, you know,
the meat
I just
fork.
can't with you, bro.
And that's what's gonna make it fun. On this episode, you get two comedians together, and
you know,
we need to do a spin-off. What do we call it? Comedians getting tattooed, drinking
whiskey
or water.
So
in my case,
bleed out.
Yeah,
because
come on, I don't drink, so
I forgot about that.
It'd be me drinking water.
You're pretending
to drink.
Juice.
Yeah, I could drink some apple juice. I've done that before.
Yeah.
I literally filled up a huge 40 ounce of Old English in the bottle. True story. But it had cream soda in it. And I drank it, and everybody thought, "Oh my God, Matt's drinking OE," and I was like, "Yeah."
This guy's liver's.
Oh, dude, it was disgusting. It was so sweet and gross.
The funny thing is, it's because comedy-wise, when people send you shots,
yes,
I've told the bartender, like, "Hey, if anyone buys me shots, that's fine. Charge them for the shots, but just send me water."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because
I broke the skin.
You broke the skin. I'm in you. It's inside.
That just sounds horrible.
It does, dude. That's what we do.
You have such a light touch.
I do. I've been told I have a light hand. I mean,
you do. I mean, not when, you know, 11 years ago, it was not so light.
I want to say he's known me from a lot of
experiments,
trial and error, if you will.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to dig this one out.
I think this one's gonna feel good, and then, like you said earlier, when
the worst thing you want to hear is when you get a tattoo, and he's like, "Oh, I blew that line." We'll fix it right now, though.
That line kind of blew out.
Or I'll fix it.
I can
fix that.
Yeah, the 3 things you never want to hear your tattoo artist say is, "Oh shit," "Oops," and "I can fix that."
Yeah. And I've heard all 3.
And I've heard all 3.
But not for many years.
No, yeah.
No, this was many
a
years
long
ago.
time ago, sir. I had a lot more on my plate. I had a lot more going on.
Well, this is back when you were still like doing 1 or 2 jobs, right? Regulars?
I was. I was doing property management still, and then I had just gotten into doing stand-up comedy, and I was doing a lot of shows. I ended up doing, what was I doing, like 5-6 shows a week?
Still hitting open mics.
Yeah, and I was hitting some open mics to try to get some, you know, new material or material. Oh. Hey-o.
I had to break the 4th wall on that one.
Yeah, dude, I had to just come through. It's a dad joke, you know, grandpa joke now, because
you're a grandfather,
I'm a
bro.
grandfather.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. And so I was doing a lot of shows, and I just kind of, you know how you do it, like you go from one place to the next place to the next place, and you're just like trying to focus on like being in the moment at the same time, going, okay, I get paid to do this shit. This is how I make my bread and butter.
You know, and you gotta
Culinary joke aside.
Oh, exactly.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
We're very punny though.
Right. And no one come at like, oh, big pun's getting tattooed. We don't need to hear that shit.
We don't. Leave some comments down below if you want to see more comedians getting tattooed. That'd be cool.
Oh, you know what would be cool to do this? LJ.
Oh, LJ. And I tattooed LJ so many times.
Right.
So LJ, if you're listening, you need to come in and we'll sit you down. And you know what's funny?
What was it?
I'm out here in California.
Is it Plant-Based Assassin?
Yeah,
the
Plant-Based Assassin. Because he's vegan. I'll hold it against him. That's okay. Yeah. But I mean, he's in Phoenix right now. And by the way, I'm coming to you live.
And
not live,
you're out
really.
here.
I'm out here in California, and I'm tattooing at my buddy's shop, M&S Tattoo in Upland. Follow him on Facebook, Instagram, M&S Tattoo, literally M&S, or it looks like E-Mines, but it's not. It's M&S, so E-M-I-N-E-S. Check him out, Instagram. Look for Jonatello. Look for Chris Chaos Garcia. Everybody in here. Great people. And so I'm out here in California. Been out here for about a week. And again, with my boy, Don Hefty. Known him for forever. So let me get back in it.
You know what's hilarious though is like, I don't know if it was a comment I read. But I guess the couple days you're out here are the same amount of days LJ's out there, right?
Yes. I asked him, I said, well, when are you going to be out here? He's like, well, when are you going back? I said, I'm going back on the 29th.
And he's coming back on the 29th.
I'm coming back on the 29th.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, buddy, next time.
I known him for a while, too. We actually met in the green room of I want to say it's called Cinescope in Hollywood.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, there used to be a comedy show there, and we got stuck in the green room. We started talking, and then I hit him with my sob story. I'm divorced. It was back when I was still broken. You know,
back when I was still
healing,
reeling from the
pain.
So let's talk about your culinary career.
Since we're doing the culinary tools here, well, you know, I went to culinary school.
Which one? Can you talk about it?
Yeah. Okay. I started off over at the Cordon Bleu. And then wasn't able to finish because my financial aid didn't come through for the following semester.
Okay.
So I stopped.
Was it an expensive school? Like
it was back in the day when I was going, and then I kind of sat on that for maybe about 6-7 years.
Oh shit!
You know, just unfinished. And then one day, funny story. A friend of mine from high school, he's also a DJ. I saw a post on his Instagram where he had signed up for culinary school at the Art Institute.
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Yo, if this cat can do it, like, why am I not doing it?" And the very next day, I went down to the Art Institute. I got approved for financial aid, and I started school like 2 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
And took me 2.5 years to finish. I already had there's a lot of stuff I didn't have to take because I already had my stuff for my. No, for my business. I went to school for business administration. A lot of my credits still transferred over, like English and stuff that I didn't have to take over, psychology and all that stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't have to take those classes. So I was able to do pretty much a 4-year course in 2.5.
Oh, very cool.
So
you overachiever, you.
So knocked that out. Worked at a restaurant. Worked over at Seasons, and then I worked over at the Marmalade Toke. It was a catering company and a little like breakfast boutique. Chef Doug, still one of my friends.
It's called the Marmalade Toke?
Toke.
Oh, that's cool.
And learned some stuff there, how to cater. I didn't know how to. I didn't know too much about catering, how stuff was prepared like in bulk like that.
Yeah.
So then I don't know, just like kind of like the same itch I got when I wanted to do stand up. I just was like, I didn't want to work for anybody anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of took what I learned in culinary school, took what I learned working on the professional kitchen, and I just said, you know what, let me start doing my own stuff. And my brother-in-law has like a corn roasting business that, it's going corn roasting.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
like
corn roast. I was
not corn rowing.
Corn roasting.
Okay. It's Pappy's Corn Roasters. You can follow him on Instagram.
What is it?
Pappy's Pappies, P-A-P-I.
Okay.
P-A-P-A-I. There you go.
P-A-P-A-I.
Yeah.
Cornroasting.com.
P-A-P-I.
P-A-P-I.
P-A-P-I-S. P-A-P-I-S.
P-A-P-I-S. Papi's corn.
It's actually Papi's Roaster. Papi's Roasters, but
okay.
Anyway, so he has that. So from there, my brother-in-law was, I wanted to do tacos.
Oh yeah.
So my brother-in-law was like one of the fucking most honest people I know. He was an awesome person. Bought me a taco grill.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
that's
I started doing taco parties on my own. So I figured that out. I had never done it before, but I learned everything I learned catering. I was able to,
transfer over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then from there I was, a few years ago I got into like working out, which I have to get back into. Don't judge what you see now. This guy doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? I could squat like an animal, bro. But that does not sound right.
But like an animal, like a
no,
gazelle.
but like a gazelle. But no, I started doing meal prep, and I did that for a few years. Actually.
Oh, that's right. You were doing the meal prepping.
Yeah.
For people that
I did. I took some nutrition classes. I figured out how to count macros.
Yeah.
Did all that, and then that was going real good, and then DJ and comedy work started picking up. So I found myself being pulled three ways, and I had to kind of like let something rest for a little bit.
Well, if it's being pulled three ways,
so I was like, something had to like. So I took a little bit of a back, like the meal prep had I wasn't as busy doing it as I was.
Yeah.
So I kind of I said, let me just put this on the back burner for a little bit. And for the last 2 years, I've just been consistently busy, either DJing, playing music, or just doing stand-up. Uh-huh. So, I've been pretty blessed on that part of it.
Oh my God.
Chappelle's a beast.
He's a beast. He is a comedic genius. The Richard Pryor of our times, I believe. And it's okay to say that, because that dude is brilliant. I don't mind. But Richard Pryor was one of the reasons why...
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and... I think Chappelle's funnier than Pryor.
Do you think Chappelle's funnier than Pryor?
I think.
If you think Chappelle is funnier than Richard Pryor, comment down below.
Taking nothing away from Pryor.
Not taking anything away.
Nothing away from Pryor. I just think the times were different.
True.
And you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I loved Eddie Murphy when he was in the red leather outfit. He was funny as shit.
Murphy, for what he did, was a genius, right?
Yep.
But I don't, and so was Pryor. But I don't see comedy being that raunchy anymore.
No, dude.
First of all, you couldn't get away with it nowadays.
No, the ways of the Sam Kinnisons and even George Burns. Remember George Burns?
Oh yeah.
He was like,
Carlin and all these guys.
Carlin was just the best. But now, hell no.
And now with everyone wanting to be politically correct and you can't
not being offended by anything.
Look, if you're gonna go to a comedy show,
expect to pee in your pants.
No, I'm not saying just go with the mind frame where I shouldn't get offended by anything these guys say.
I had a lady in Scottsdale walk out of my show. It was funny, not funny, haha, but I was talking about my love for thick women and everything, and she was really drunk. So I guess I struck a chord with her, and she stands up in the middle of my set and she says, because it was with AD and it was Ocean, and we were talking about thick women and talking about this, talking about that. And she's like, I'm out of here, to everyone. And we all huh? And she's like, I'm obviously what none of you guys like because I'm too skinny of a woman. And I was just like...
You're like, no, you're ugly too.
I was like, okay. She's like, but I have a disease and you guys are making fun of it. And I'm like, lady, we don't even know who the hell you are.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take it personally.
Oh no.
Nothing you hear on stage, unless I'm attacking you personally.
Correct.
Because you're being an asshole and a heckler.
Yeah.
Then take it personally by all means.
Hecklers, though.
But I mean, if you're just there for a good time, and let's say I'm talking about, being divorced. I am a divorcee, but if I'm talking about the whole divorce thing, and telling you the way I saw my divorce go down, it has nothing to do with you.
Exactly. I'm triggered. Why? why are if just
I'm
because
divorced too? You know,
there's similarities doesn't mean I'm talking to you. You know,
right?
like looking right at you, saying, hey, you know, my divorce has nothing to do with yours. You know, or hey, I'm happily married. I have, you know, my grandkids, and I have this and I have that. Well, I don't have that, and so
now I hate you.
Now I hate
for
you
having grandkids.
Yeah, you should. You know, I'm entitled to have some of that too. How come I can't have that, dude? Fuck your entitlement. No, it's just I don't know. Anyway. Phone.
I was shooting a text. I'm so sorry.
God, we're live. No, I'm kidding. We're not live. We are live.
You know what? Business doesn't stop, bro.
Business does not stop.
And again, like, you available this day? I'm probably gonna I'm gonna go ahead and take the message.
What did we talk about, man? Multiple hustles.
Hustle.
Like hustling your ass off. And you got it, dude. I mean, and I've always joked around. It's not my joke, but it's still a good joke.
An entertainer and an artist's life is not the easiest thing.
It's not.
If you haven't made it.
Correct.
And if you have made it,
it's hard.
You're gonna be 100 times busier.
Absolutely. And as it is right now, and I've said it before, man, I grind harder than the ugliest stripper in the club. Gotta do it.
I grind harder than fucking Genuine on Pony, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Your pony. Oh yeah, that's
my pony.
That's freaking great. So what are your plans for the near future, man? Like, what do you got coming up?
As far as I got a few things coming up, like nothing really solid at the moment. I don't have any shows right now. I did a show yesterday.
Where was it?
It was at the Brea Improv.
Oh, very cool.
But that was a fun show. Right now I don't have anything penciled in. As far as I'm pretty open for usually holidays gets kind of slow. Oh, you know what? I am lying though. Wednesday, November 27th, I will be at the Ice House. Performing with my boy Mr. Alfred Robles. He's actually headlining the night.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be there on Wednesday. I want to say the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be at the Ice House. That's in November.
I love Ice House. I remember the first time I performed on the main stage. I thought I was like the shit. I'm like,
you know what? It's the greatest stage in SoCal.
Honestly, and no offense, but it is, because you look at all the pictures, and I love all the headshots and everything. And just that, like the green room, and just you're looking around, and
the staff is so welcoming.
Absolutely. This is what's her name? God, I can't think of her name. Anyway, started with an M. I don't know. Maybe.
I guarantee she's not there no more. If it started with an M.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you're right. The staff, very, very just wonderful people. The DJ, what do you need? What do you like everything? They're just. It is one of the best clubs that I've ever performed in.
Like, if you're a comic and you walk into, they don't make you feel like, oh, you're a comic. You're not. Oh, you're not this person. You're not that person. You know what I'm saying?
You're no Joe Coy. Okay, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a great club.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love that place.
And you ask anyone on the scene, on the circuit, they're like, you've done. Oh, I love the Ice, just like you did. I love the Ice House.
The Ice House, dude. I remember the first time, and that was my goal, was to get on the main stage. Because, again, Robin Williams, Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah. That stage has so much history.
That stage has everybody. And then I'm looking at all these comedians like John Candy, Gilda Radner, like Johnny Carson. I'm seeing all their headshots and everything. And I'm like...
Or the letters on the wall?
Yeah, and I'm like, Robin Williams, dude.
Letterman.
Letterman. Yeah, I'm thinking, I fucking made it. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was
the first time I filmed for TV, I was like, this is it. It's over. It's all up from here. And then you've come to figure out
that it's not that easy.
There's plenty of work to be done. When I first started comedy, I was like, it's 2 years. 2 years I'll be household name.
Yeah.
That was 15 years ago.
It's a household name. Yeah, I remember I got bit by that whole comedic acting bug.
It's addicting.
It is. And when people tell you, "Oh, you're funny," it's not like because when you do a show and we're standing out there at the end of the show passing out your merch or
your cards,
saying thank you and passing out your cards, and you're just like, a Tijuana hooker, you know, and yeah, come on, you like me again? You like, and then you got the people looking at you, they're like picking you out. No, I don't like you. I don't like you. But they come up to you and they're like, oh my God, you're fucking hilarious. You're so funny. I loved you. And then the guy next to you who maybe wasn't that great.
Like,
oh my God, you were great too.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah. They catch the other comedian. They're like, you were great too.
You were great too. It was that.
But you, bro.
But you.
Yeah.
What's your craziest moment that you ever had?
Happened to me? Like, as far as what?
As far as like just the reaction that they get from your comedy.
Well, so back when I first started doing comedy, we used to do, I don't know if you remember this place. It was called Omaha Jack's.
Yes, I do.
It's a brewery. And I don't know, I want to say I was maybe a year or two into it. Mm-hmm. And I used to do this joke that I don't even do anymore about, it's just it was just a nasty joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, so basically what I used to say is, you ever wonder what your own sperm tastes like? It was a stupid joke. But back then I thought it was genius, right?
Yeah.
You know? I could probably pull that joke off now. Because now I could probably work it somehow. But when I did it back then, I was like, you ever wonder what your own sperm tastes like? And then like there was a guy sitting in the front of the audience and I was like, you know what I'm talking about, right, bro? And he slams his pint glass down and he's like, why do you gotta point me out? And you know, to when you're talking about this, oh yeah, and I was like, oh, this dude's so gonna kick my ass right now.
I am about to get my ass kicked.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought.
Hero, it was at that moment Hefty knew
he fucked up. No, the one time I knew I fucked up was I was doing a show over at Seminole Indian Bingo and Casino, and they used to do like this show down. Laugh Factory had a room down at the Two Coot Lounge. So I'm doing the show. And this guy pops off and he starts heckling me, you know, savory fellow, if you will, you know what I'm saying? You know, of the gangster, etiquette.
Yeah.
And he said something to me, I don't remember what it was. And of course I hit him back with well, that's not what your mom said, which is a simple comeback.
Yeah.
It's a hacky comeback.
Oh, yeah.
But this fool said, and no one talks about my mom and shit. And then this guy proceeded to wait for me outside of the show.
Oh no!
Like, you know.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I don't even want to walk, dude. I got escorted through the back, taken via golf cart to my car.
No way.
Yeah, I thought this guy was gonna kill me, bro.
Because he told me your mom said.
Right. You know, and this was early on in my career. This was before social media was really like a big thing.
Yeah.
It was still MySpace.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So no one was, and I really wasn't going by, you know, what by Don Hefty like back then, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, if that would have happened like nowadays, this guy would find my address. He'd probably come straight to my house.
It would show up right there.
Yeah.
You're like,
he's probably watching this. He's like, that's what happened to that vato.
I remember that motherfucker.
He did say something about my mom, man.
Yeah.
Nino brosha, you know what I'm saying, as they say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Porn stash. No.
Yeah. The push broom.
The push broom.
The push broom.
The pinta stash. No.
You know.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, man. I mean, there's tons of stories.
Like, what was your funniest reaction? Like a patron coming up to you and saying, "Oh my God, you did blah blah blah" to me. You made me feel so.
I had a guy write me just a few days ago.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey," he goes, I don't know you personally. He goes, but I've been to a few of your shows. He goes, and the very first time I saw you,
I wanted to have
He goes, I was having one of those days where it's just like, I didn't want to go out, and I went to the show. He goes, and you just made me forget everything that had gone through that day.
Dude,
and like sent me home with a smile on my face. And I was like, dude, thank you, man. You know,
hell
like,
yeah.
I mean, that's what honestly, I mean, people say, what do you do it for? And it sounds tacky to say, well, that's what I do it for.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, I do it for me. Because I love doing it, but like, just to be able to like
create laughter.
Just give someone that escape. Yeah. Because you know I've been in the position where I've needed that myself.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know?
And they always say, you know, comedy is tragedy, or they go one, you know, together.
It's hand in hand. Comedy's therapeutic. Yeah, it is. Like, we use it as therapy. Like, a lot of times you'll laugh at what we're saying, but it's like, it's true,
it's that
true story and true, grit and
personal
pain and suffering that, that has gone into creating said material,
Yeah, absolutely. And they always say, oh, why are comedians so dark? I'm like, that's just what it is. You turn that darkness into a joke and just like laugh about it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But
and then people trip out because, at the end of the day, they you want to hang out with us after a show, and we are just the worst people.
Speak for yourself. I kind of know.
No, I'm not saying the worst people. Like a lot of, like me per se.
I think you're a great person.
I don't like big crowds.
Yeah.
Like, as soon like, I don't want to hang out. Like, I just, like, if there's too many people around, I don't want to be there. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
That social anxiety.
Yeah, I have mad social anxiety.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they're like, how is that possible? Like, you perform in front of, like, set amount of people, and I'm like, it's different. Like, you don't understand the...
Well, because you're also...
being secluded, like, you're on stage.
Yeah, you're away, and the house lights are probably,
blinding you for
blinding
90%
the hell
of
out
the
of
people
you.
that are
Yeah,
there.
so you don't really get to see everybody's, up close and personal.
Don't get me wrong, I love meeting people. I love talking to people.
I do too.
Shaking hands is, but it's like, I'm not really... I kind of want to, once the show's over, I kind of want to I want to bounce.
I just want to go home. I'm done. Mic drop.
I mean, I'll stick around for the show, but I'm saying it's like not.
Oh yeah, I stick around after the show just like get paid.
But I have horrible social anxiety. I don't like crowds.
Most people do. It's really funny, and they won't tell you about it. They're just kind of like, yeah, let's just go ahead and chill and blah blah. And inside you're screaming. You're just
yeah. I mean, if I go with you to somewhere and we're having drinks, like, I'm plotting what
you're looking for all the exits.
Yeah. What am I gonna say where I can cut out in about an hour?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I'm super comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't, like, my friends took me out for my birthday just the other day, and we were out.
Happy birthday, by the way. I didn't get to see you.
Oh, thank you. But they took me out to this, little place. There was a lot of people there, but you're in your circle. So, like, once you're in your circle, it's comfortable.
Yeah, I need to know about the carrot cake.
Oh, what do you want to know about it?
I need to know about the carrot cake. I need to know what the setup was. I was like, For those of you that, we'll talk about that maybe later.
What's the setup though? Like, what happened with the carrot cake?
When you said, I will never let her tell me that to my face ever again. I was like,
oh. So here's what happened. So, I just turned 42.
Yes.
So carrot cake has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Carrot cake is my favorite cake.
Mine too, by the way. I fucking love carrot cake.
My buddy, Villasenor brought me a carrot cake, and we were talking. I don't exactly remember what it was we were talking about. And my friend's staff, I said something about being single, and then she said something like, "Oh, you still trying to give away that? You still trying to give out that 42-year-old dick or something like that?" And it was just like, that's how everyone laughed, dude. And I was like, "Wow, you're gonna tell me that on the day you're taking me out to celebrate
on my birthday,
right? How dare you,
ma'am?"
And it became like one of those things where purposely, as a comedian or I made it bigger than it really was.
Oh.
And then, of course, everyone that's there, like, are comics.
Of course.
So they add on to the story, right? So now it's become this inside joke.
Now it's a bit.
now it's like 30 minutes we're talking about this.
Oh my god.
To where, like, on the carrot cake it said "Happy Birthday, Hefty," and then, like, it was on a little plastic screen.
Yeah.
So I took my knife and then, like, this is why we were laughing. I go, well, we don't need the happy on here no more. So I just brushed the happy off.
Cut the happy off. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. I think one of the funniest reactions I've ever had when I was on stage was a lady came up to me, and it was at the Ontario Improv.
Okay.
And a lady came up to me afterwards, and she's like, "Oh my god, you were so freaking hilarious. And I'm like, and she was an older woman. Not old, but just older. And she's like, oh my God, you were so freaking hilarious. I actually pissed myself. I peed. And I was like, you peed? She said, yes. And she's shaking my hand.
And you're like,
I pissed myself. I'm like, did you wash your hands? It was the first thing I said, you know? And I told her, I was like, should you be telling me this? And it was funny because I'm thinking, wow, that was a hell of a reaction. You know, taking a piss. And then I was like, but if you shit yourself, that would be...
I have a story about that.
No.
I was doing,
That's awesome.
I was opening for a comic, well-known guy, and this girl, I don't know if she had been drunk or not, but she pooped her pants.
She pooped
during the show.
Made some poop.
I mean, a little poopy.
A little poopy.
And they actually had to like wrap her in the tablecloth.
No.
Yeah. And then, you know what the word? Then they just washed the chair off. No sanitation. I just watered off. I'm like, get a Clorox wipe at least.
You're all, somebody throw a little.
Yeah, but she literally shit her pants.
She shat herself.
Yeah, she shat herself.
She straight up shat.
Shat. You know. Just imagine being the people behind her.
Oh, dude.
You're like. Then the wife's telling her, "Did you fart?" I can't believe it. And he's like, "I swear I didn't."
It wasn't me. It was this
like,
girl over here shit herself.
Yeah.
Oh man, those are always the worst case.
I've never made anyone shit themselves.
No.
You know.
I can't say that.
I mean, but if in comedy, if you do that, you're doing something right.
Yeah, you're the shit.
Literally.
Question.
They gonna kill me.
They gonna kill me.
It's from New Jack City, if you didn't know that.
New Jack City's a great movie. Rockabye, baby. So, what's your favorite food to cook? What do you like to cook?
I love cooking Italian food, but I try to stay away from it just because
of the pasta.
The pasta. It's so pasta heavy and it's so rich. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's my weakness, man.
Is it really?
You know, there's nothing that you can put into an Italian dish that just ends up being not healthy. You know,
that's true.
Like, the mushrooms will soak up butter like something.
Butter, garlic, and salt.
You know,
and you're just like,
cured meats and cream sauce and you don't
gotta tell me twice. That stuff is amazeballs. My stepmom's Italian.
Oh, okay.
And so this woman could put together a full-on meal like no one's business, and you've just looked in the, like, you could probably do the same thing. I could do the same thing, but most people will look in their pantry or their cupboard, and they're like,
nothing to eat.
I'm gonna have to go to the store. My stepmom will walk in there and go, oh, we have that, we have this, we had a can of this, some meat over here, we got this, that. Next thing you know, you're like, how did you make this food? It's so good.
Stellar.
Oh God, we talked about carrot cake, a little earlier, being your favorite, my favorite. It is my favorite cake, and my stepmom makes this, like, I always feel special because she says, oh, Matthew's coming over. Okay, cool. Yes, my name's Matthew. And she says, oh, Matthew's coming over. I'm gonna make this, carrot cake for like Easter or Christmas or, just the special occasions, which, thank you, Kathy. I love it. Love you. And honestly, I have not found anyone, and I say this very, I haven't found anyone that can match her carrot cake. Her carrot cake is amazing.
And there's so many recipes out there for carrot cake.
Yeah.
Like, I don't put raisins in my carrot cake. But I do put walnuts.
Okay.
So it's like, and then I make my carrot cake a little different than everyone else. I think I do. Like, I use carrot pulp in my batter, and then I use juice, the carrot juice instead of water to when I'm,
Do you use pineapple?
I don't.
Really?
But
she uses pineapple, and it's...
So guess who's making carrot cake with pineapple?
Dude, pineapple, and you know what else?
Does she do the cream frosting too?
Yeah. Oh man, she does this like cream
I
cheese.
I do a mascarpone.
Yeah.
Mascarpone and cream cheese.
Yeah, she does this cream cheese frosting that is like... A
little saliva came out the side of my
mouth. I'm like, yeah, it's so bomb. There's also, like, I'm not sure if she's used or what kind of raisins or whatever, but She has used raisins before, and I think I
I've
want to
used them
say
before.
golden raisins.
I've used craisins before.
Craisins. That's something different.
Yeah, a little dry cranberry in there.
Yeah. That sounds amazing.
Golden raisins are the best.
Golden raisins are. I love me some golden raisins.
But you know what? Golden raisins are the best. They're gonna be a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But
they're juicy.
But if you get the real golden raisins, the ones that are made out of white grapes.
Yes.
Because a lot of golden raisins, you guys don't know, are just regular raisins that they just bleach them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's butt. Not Siri. See, every time I say that, are you serious? See? Shh, go away.
Okay.
Oh, is it because you said, are you serious?
I always say that. And it's funny, if I say, like, hey Siri, she does not answer. But if I say, okay, now you're going to prove me wrong.
See, but how's your sensitivity? Like, I'm yelling at my phone, hey Siri.
No, go away.
And she will not pick up. And then I got to bring it close to my mouth.
Yeah.
And be like, watch. Hey Siri.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, she called you a liar.
Now she called me a liar.
Yeah, she called you out
Go
on it.
ahead.
Did you call me goat head?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You have an English accent?
Oh, you have to have it with the accent.
I don't have the accent.
I love mine with the accent. I wasn't sure if I was going to go with Australian or
What?
British, but they sound exactly the same
Yeah.
to me.
You know, you can tell them to call you a certain name.
You know what? If the Australian one, if I said, hey Siri, she said, oi! I would have been like, oh, it's sold.
You're all done. I'm getting the Apple.
You know?
I'm already buying stock for Apple 15, you know, or whatever, the iPhone 15. It's not even out yet. But
Imagine that guy that bought stock in Apple back in the 80s.
yeah,
And
dude.
he was just like,
company.
They sold him on this company, and his wife bitched at him. I can't believe you spent all our money in this, and you know. And then like nowadays, like they're probably like, oh honey, your father's so smart. We both had expectations, and we knew it was gonna be big. And the dad's probably just sitting there like, man, you know, all your ass did was bitch.
Yeah, you're such a liar.
Right?
You didn't know shit.
You don't know about manzanas.
So back to carrot cake. 'Cause I love carrot cake. You
That
know?
much, I see.
I do. I love my stepmom's carrot cake, man. So
Now, would you find it a little bit weird? So, if you were to come to my house and I had carrot cake for dessert,
yeah.
but the main course was rabbit for dinner, would that be hand in hand,
That would be pretty damn cool.
you know, like, what's for dinner? Oh, rabbit and dessert. Okay, carrot cake.
Why not? That's definitely hand in hand.
You know, that makes little hors d'oeuvres. You know, with the you know.
We could have
rabbit ear.
different stuff going on, and yeah, that would probably be something that I would say goes very well together. So yeah.
Are you on the single needle now?
No, I'm still on a 15 needle.
Oh.
Why does it hurt?
Yeah, it kind of hurt right now, but.
I just got it at a tilted angle. That's
probably explains it.
You know when you tilt it.
You know,
it's like when you hit the old tilted uterus. Oh, I'm just kidding. That was...
Yeah, but you go back maybe 10 years ago, and when I was started getting tattoo heavy, and you know you'd be like, they start tattooing, you'd be like, you know, you try to hold a jump. No jump no more, no whatsoever.
At all.
You know, but God forbid someone tries to draw blood. I'm like, what are you doing?
Don't touch me with that. I mean, they try to hit your soul. I think that's what it is. They try to hit your soul, man.
It's like they steal hope.
They do steal
straight from the hope tap.
Right.
You know?
And that's not good. I don't like that. You know. I think it's
no me gusta.
No me gusta. At all. Oh, look at that, bright-eyed and bushy-tail. Beautiful.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. These last few passes have woken me up because I don't know if the skin's just raw already or.
So, nah, you're all right.
I'm good.
So favorite thing to cook?
Italian food.
Italian.
I do like to cook a lot of the food that I grew up on.
Yeah.
My parents sometimes, my mom mostly gets not upset, but I do change some stuff, and she's like, "That's not the way I taught you how to make it," and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I mean, but I do cook. I tend to cook very rustic.
Do you ever yell at her? You're not my mom.
I would never yell at my mom.
I'm just gonna try to whip your ass off.
You know what? It's just respecting.
Absolutely, I agree.
I've lost it with her at times, and then immediately felt super guilty, where you're just like, "Hey, you're not mad at me," and then I'm not mad. I'm just
disappointed.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Just say you're upset. I would rather you be
Dude,
upset.
I'd rather you whoop my ass.
Yeah, right.
You know? And yeah, my son, it happened with him too a long time ago. And you know, you get 15-year-old, 16-year-old, you get a little hair on your nuts, and you think, you know,
I could take my dad.
Yeah, and he had said something, and you know, it was a long, drawn-out thing. And he told my wife later, he was like, "Man, I wish Dad would have just beat my ass." He's like, just the way I felt so bad, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't want to beat your ass, you know. I don't want to do that, but
sometimes parents like to let you marinate in the mistake you've made.
Yes,
and it's
so true.
And it's like they know you're sad, and you know, I'm not saying that they're enjoying your sadness, but they're probably sitting there like, yeah, he needs to know.
He needs to know.
He needs to know.
He shouldn't have done that. I had a moment with my grandfather a long time ago, and my grandfather was, you know, he was one of the most important people in my life. And he died in my arms when I was 18, but I was a 17-year-old, 16-year-old little booger. And never have I disrespected my grandfather, ever. I just, one, because when I was a kid, he whooped my ass. Two, because he was my grandfather, you know, and I just wouldn't do it. One time, we used to go to these fiestas in San Gabriel, at the San Gabriel Mission. And every year, man, we would go out there, eat the best food, ride the rides, meet all these girls, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Didn't matter.
You and your grandpa meeting girls?
Hell yeah, dude. He was the fucking best wingman ever. So we go over there, and they wouldn't let my brothers in. My brothers are cholos. They're gamers. You know, they're wearing, like, you know, Ben Davis and all that. They're like, sorry, you can't come in. I never joined the gang. We grew up in the barrio. We grew up in the neighborhood. We grew up in all areas, so I didn't have to join. But my grandfather was pissed, and he was like, well, if you're not going to let my grandsons in, then we're not going to be here. And I was like, says you. And I'm like, I'm tired of these fucking assholes, you know, spoiling my fun, and and he's like, well, and I had drove. And so he was like, well, you know, and I said, here are the keys. And I kind of tossed him like a little shit, and I felt really, really bad. After that, they left. He gave me this look like,
you broke my heart.
Yeah. Oh, and I was just
that's
like,
the worst.
Dude, it sucked. My soul was just, you know.
But as a kid, you still stick to your guns.
As a kid, I was so fucking stubborn. I was like, I'm staying, you know. The food tastes like shit. I lost every single game. The ride sucked.
You just didn't enjoy it.
People that I was with, not had fun. I was like, I need to go home. And my cousin, she drove us home and everything, and I was like, I was pissed because nothing was good. And then I see my grandfather in the front yard with my puppy at the time, taking him out to take a piss. And the way he looked at me, I saw him just real quick, looked up, he looked, kind of his little half smile that he does, like he had already forgiven me, and I was done. It was me. I was holding on to it. Man, I saw him. I shit you not, dude. I cried like I was 5 years old. You took my favorite fucking toy, and you kicked me in the butthole. I was just like...
Never been kicked in the butthole.
If you've ever been kicked in the butthole or in the taint, that's the location between balls and the asshole, you know, it's like that.
Yeah, I know where it is. You don't gotta explain to me where it's at.
There might be a viewer or two who doesn't know where that is. Anyhow, I cried, dude.
I
gave him a hug.
Taint and love is?
I don't know, taint and love. Soft cell?
Taint and love.
Ooh,
it is a soft cell.
But yeah, boom, good thing I'm wearing a hat. And so I felt so bad, dude. I started crying. Walked up, gave him the biggest hug. I said, I'll never disrespect you ever again. He didn't have to say a word. He just gave me a hug, and I'm like, oh my god, would never, dude. And yeah, I know what you mean, like not doing that. It's that unspoken rule.
Yeah.
Like you just don't do that. And yeah, I was a little fucking dick, man. I tell that story too because I'm just like, you know, there's kids that just go out there these days and kids these days, and
when I was your age,
they're just little peckers, man. You're just like, man, you little fucker. But anyhow, that was a tangent. That was a lot of fun. So we've talked about your culinary skills.
Yeah.
We've talked about your comedic skills.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your DJ skills, man.
I've been DJing
dude.
for so long. 27 years.
Give him a follow, dude. What are you, Don Hefty?
Don Hefty. Instagram. On Instagram. Don Hefty, and on Facebook.
Yeah, and so I love your mixes. Your daily mixes or your like the 80s and it's just
vinyl countdown.
Yeah, the vinyl countdown. Yeah, I can't do that. But dude,
there's you know what? I have so much vinyl. I needed to find something to do with it.
Yeah.
Where I can actually play it and let people hear it, and then it actually just happened by sheer accident, and now I actually have people hit me up like, is there going to be a vinyl countdown, or they'll make requests like, do you have this song on vinyl?
That's dope.
Yeah, and then I'll usually tag that person when I play that song.
Oh,
and it's funny.
I didn't know you can take requests. I've been requesting all kinds of stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny because it's 15-second little clips that you make someone's day.
Yeah.
It's not even the whole song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
do you have the Jets?
I do have the Jets.
Shush.
Yeah.
Fucking love the Jets.
The Jets.
Samoans.
Samoa.
No, weren't they Tongan? Same shit, right?
No.
Just kidding.
Weren't they Puerto Rican?
No, they were Pacific Islanders.
Were they?
Yeah.
Were they from the island of Hawaii?
I don't know, but they were just, I think they were Pacific Islanders.
Pacific?
And we know that.
Anybody know the Jets? Pacific? But yeah, I've been DJing for 27 years, man. It's one of those things I never stopped doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I never thought that there was an actual career in it. And yeah, man, it's pretty much my bread and butter.
I thought the culinary was
too.
Bread and butter.
Oh, so one's bread.
One's literal.
I see what you did there, Matthew.
You son of a. Yeah.
I was like, don't you put me on blast, boy.
Put me on some bread and butter tip. Yeah, dude.
How about bread and butter pickles? Those are nasty, right?
Oh, those are horrible. Classic. I'm ashamed.
Like, who came up with this?
God, some prick who said, "Oh, I think this would be delicious."
I'm gonna come up with an alternative for dill.
Fuck you, dill hole. They're just not good.
I can't do sweet pickles.
Oh, I almost said, dude, gherkins. Those
the little ones?
Yes, dude. They're my weakness. I'm sorry.
I love cornichons though.
Okay, well, see, I might be the only one that
well,
buys...
it's the same pickle.
Yeah.
But they're just in dill.
Yeah, I don't like the dill.
You don't like dill pickles?
Not really.
What do you like?
What are those things called? Fuck, I can't remember what they're called. But,
not pickles?
Yeah, they're like the pickle chips, but they're the kosher...
Those are dill.
No, they got the little spice to them. I'll have to look that up. I don't remember.
Not the Vlasics.
They are Vlasic, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe Vlasic
those
makes
are dill
them.
pickles.
But what do they have? They got some kind of different spice to them.
Kosher just means that...
Yeah, it means it was blessed by a rabbi and they're no longer the devil's food. Sorry. But...
okay.
Those are the jokes, people. These are the jokes. Devil's food. Yes! No, sorry.
Not the cake.
Not the cake, but I love me some devil's food cake. That shit is amazing. So, you've got 20 plus years, 20 some odd years.
27, bro.
Dude, that's insane, man. Of just DJing.
But I've been able to DJs events I never thought I would ever get to DJ.
Like the Roxbury?
No, not now. Not
I just watched that movie the other day.
Yeah.
Holy crap, it's great.
No, but I mean, I did LA Pride last year, or that was this year.
LA Pride?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that was. You know what? I was a little like. I don't want to say apprehensive about it, but I didn't know about.
How many times did you have to say, "My eyes are up here"?
No, never. But I mean, like that's what I'm saying. It's like I never been on a stage that was so large.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, the stage was ridiculous. I mean, if you actually go to my Instagram page and shoot back a few months, it's like there's a couple pictures of it.
Yeah.
It was just bananas, dude.
No,
Bananas. Wow. You know. I was on the same stage the night before. Cascade was on that same stage, and I was like, "Yo, like, this is dope."
This is the main stage at the Ice House for me. No, that's crazy.
And work-wise, you know where I work, it's like it's so cool for me because I'm such a nerd.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the stuff is a lot of my favorite movies.
So Universal Studio, right? I could say it.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
So I mean, I get to see a lot of.
Are you contracted to not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But like a lot of the stuff was like, I love The Mummy.
Yes.
Love The Mummy. I love Jurassic Park. Huge fan.
Yes.
And I get to DJ down in that a lot.
You know,
Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
me too.
I get to DJ on that a lot.
No way.
Yeah. And then just like.
Do you ever come up with like cool ass like little those one-liner things, sound bites for whatever lot you're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually do these picnics, and we have like one of the games that I used to play. I haven't played in a while. Was like theme song games.
Oh yeah.
And I keep it, of course, like studio based. And then I just, like, can you guess these songs? I mean, of course you're gonna guess them. Like they play in the park all day long.
Yeah.
But so you'd be surprised some people don't know.
Oh my God, what is this? What is this? Is this Back to the Future?
Like, no, it's like Jurassic Park. They're like, oh, I didn't even know that was the song. And I'm like, how do you not recognize the Jurassic Park theme?
Dude, seriously.
I
like Jurassic Park. I can actually play Jurassic Park.
I can't watch them out of order.
I could play that on the clarinet.
I can't watch Jurassic Parks out of order. So if I want to see like Jurassic World,
yeah,
I have to start with Jurassic 1.
No way.
And always move up. I could leave off on one and start the next one, but I can't like just if I'm already on like, let's say The Lost World.
Yeah.
I can't skip back to the first one.
Do you think it's because of Jeff Goldblum?
Love me some Jeff Goldblum.
Dude, that guy's awesome.
Crazy son of a bitch.
Dude. Crazy son of a bitch. Yeah. And I love the fact that I used to watch him when he was in The Fly.
Oh, just a little sugar water? A little sugar water?
Yeah. Time out.
Remember that one time you were tattooing me, and I just got out of culinary school. Like I just finished, like for the day.
Yeah.
I raced over to your house. You're putting like the biggest piece I had, which was this one I have on this arm.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yes.
And on a crunch because I had an audition for Comedy Central.
You did. That's right.
And I was like, we gotta finish this by 6:30, man.
That's right, because you're like, I've got it. It's gonna have my microphone in my hand.
Yeah.
I gotta do this. So I'm like, yeah, you got it, dude.
And then like I'm up there like, and dude, it was so dry because I couldn't wrap it because we were filming it. And I was like, as soon as you get off stage, you got to put some wrap on it or something.
Yeah, you gotta do something, dude. It was gonna be.
And you gave me that thing cut out for the size.
The Sanoderm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used Sanoderm. I have used Sanoderm for a long time. And it's funny because like I love that stuff, and that's just not a plug. That's like a full-on.
It's the easiest thing to manage, especially showering and everything.
Seriously,
you don't got to worry about it.
It's waterproof. It's breathable. It's hypoallergenic. I mean,
when it comes off, it was because it was time for it to come off.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about rolling around in bed and
sticking to your sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you have those sticky sheets, but other than that, I'm
you hit them with the black light.
Yeah. Or not.
or not. Never take a black light to a hotel when you're on the road, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude.
There's stuff that you do not want to see.
Yeah.
And always
sleep on top.
Take a sheet with you.
Yes.
From home that you can wash. Take to the laundromat. God forsakes, you could throw it away. It was only $6.99. Go to Walmart, buy another one.
Seriously, I've done that. I bought pillowcases. Yeah, these are travel tips, man. Like.
Because look, just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean everyone else is.
That's right.
And they're gonna shortcut.
Fuck this tourist. No, I feel you 100% on that. I'll wear pajamas. I never wear pajamas. I'll wear pajamas.
Oh yeah. Always wear socks or bring sandals. Don't walk around barefoot in the hotel room, because that's how you get pezuña, athlete's foot.
Yes, dude, that's just good gnarly.
And let me tell you, man, once you got the foot, it's over. Your feet, you're gonna fuck up all your shoes. I've never had athlete's foot. I've heard
stories from a friend.
A friend who had the foot.
The foot. It's a Teenage Mutant.
The Foot Clan. I was thinking the same thing.
Bro, we're
all right.
Birds of a feather.
Donatello.
Yeah,
you
buddy.
Know what I'm saying?
Donatello's dope, dude.
The ladies call me the Shredder. That just didn't sound right. I don't even have braces.
What they do after we're done. Oh.
Hey.
What's your favorite place to DJ?
Universal.
Was it? Yeah. Okay, so if you could DJ anywhere, where would you DJ?
If I could DJ anywhere,
Yeah.
I would love to DJ like somewhere in Greece.
Really?
Maybe Ibiza.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, and that's just the party EDM DJ side of me that loves house music. You know,
you do love you some house music.
I do.
I love some house music, especially when you're playing the old. And I'm like,
you know what I'm saying?
like, yeah, dude, I get down on those mixes. Mixes. Yeah.
Other than that, like
Hefty's mixtapes.
If not that, I would love to DJ a New Year's countdown in New York.
Oh, that would be badass.
You know, I've been lucky enough to do the last 2 New Year's countdowns at Universal, which are phenomenal. And
what'd you say there? Funk phenomenal?
Funk phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But
funk phenomenal.
So I mean, I've been blessed, like just the few talents I have to be able. I don't want to say exploit them, but at least make something out of them. You know what I mean?
Of course. And that's the cool thing, you know. Me too. I've had.
Now, if I can just find a way to make money off of this sexual thirst I have.
Sex Panther.
You know.
What would you call
that was
it?
just a horrible.
What would you market?
What would my porn name be? It'd be Squirt Reynolds or Girth Brooks.
Girth Brooks. Just patting that motherfucker. That'd be dope.
All right, next tattoo.
That's awesome. Well, it's been real and it's been fun, and at times it was real fun.
It's all been real.
But it's all been real.
Yeah.
So, with that said, if you're still here, thank you very much for sitting with us. Give us a shout out, give us a follow, hit the subscribe button, the like button. Go follow my boy Hefty
At Don Hefty.
At Don Hefty.
DONHEF as in Frank TY.
That's
not
right.
Don Heavy.
Not Don Heavy.
Not
no.
Don Heavy.
And leave a comment down below if you want your story on our program. Hit me up. Email. Comment.
What's your guys' Instagram?
Our Instagram is Beyond the Ink Official, and or you can see Artist Matt Valdez, and it's we'll put a link on there. It'll be great. All the links are on there.
Links are
so,
always fun,
yeah,
especially sausage ones.
Yes. Oh, delicious. But on that note, guys, thanks for sticking around. I'm Matt Valdez, Don Hefty.
Out.
Beyond the Ink. We'll see you next time. Peace.